Welcome, everyone. I'm here with Natalie. Natalie, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Indeed. So we're excited for you to learn a little bit about, first of all, how did you meet Dennis? You did a full day workshop with famous Dennis Yu.
I did, yes.
And tell me about, first of all, how you met Dennis.
So I met Dennis, last year at Social Media Marketing World.
Got it.
And he was giving a presentation on 1-minute videos and Facebook and personal branding. And he's also a Keep partner, which is where I work. So we got introduced and immediately we both have the same mission and vision and became friends.
Terrific. Now you taught in an arduous full day workshop yesterday with Dennis.
9 to 5.
You know, I do half-day workshops, teaching them exhausting. I can only imagine a full-day workshop for you, but we got great feedback. What part of the class did you take on, and how did you divide and conquer an incredible amount of material with Facebook? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So I came in halfway through the morning, and Dennis had just the entire afternoon where I would interject and add a little bit of, advice in between here and there.
Sure.
But I did cover more of the personal branding side, the topic wheel. He talks a lot about it, but I had live examples, videos straight from Facebook.
Very cool. Tell us about your Facebook knowledge. Where did you gain it? How did you get so fluent and become the pro that you are now?
Oh, thank you. Well, I've been working on Facebook marketing for about 6-7 years now. 7 years.
Okay.
So it's kind of just natural to me now at this point, but I love it. You're always learning, constantly learning. And the way I did it is I just utilized all the tools that Facebook has available for you. So for example, right when live shows kicked in, I had a live show, on a beauty live show, and we go live every single day. And then when you could do Facebook Messenger chatbots, I had my chatbot and gained subscribers. And so you just kind of utilize the tools that Facebook wants you to use and get the most reach. It
helps to have fans, and you have a lot of them. How have you gained this fan base? What's your secret sauce?
Secret sauce is, I'm gonna sound cliche, but just being unapologetically yourself. So for example, when I go live, even if I'm goofy, if I'm clumsy, as long as you give them takeaways and you give people the knowledge that you're giving them from experience, they just love that, first of all, but if you're yourself, they fall in love with you and they can trust you and they want to hear it from you. Got it.
Being authentic, if you will.
Yes.
We're here to learn how to evolve content marketing. How is Facebook evolving, and how can we evolve as content marketers in using Facebook as a medium to connect and communicate?
You know what, that's a great question. Facebook is evolving because, as digital marketers, Facebook is evolving because it's becoming more of a people platform. What does that mean for your business? You may think, oh my gosh, no, what about the money I'm spending and the ads? It just means that you have to make it more personable and put people at the forefront of your ads and try to appear on the news feed, on your friends' timelines as a person rather than a business, because nobody wants to be sold, right? And it's when you're just scrolling on the feed and you see an advertisement, you scroll right past it. But if you see a person whom you might think is your friend, you might think is your friend's friend, somebody commented on a video or a picture, you're going to be more likely to trust that. So evolve by becoming humanistic.
And speaking of being, true to your audience, has failure on Facebook been something that has helped you be true? Have you ever read bombs or mistakes that you've made that have helped you build a brand of trust with your audience?
Yes, and you know what? This just happened. We were at Harvard, and we're trying to make 1-minute videos, which everyone should make, by the way. It's just 1 minute. And I'm creating these 1-minute videos, and I keep messing up. And I'm like, what is happening? And the thing is, I tell Dennis, I'm so great at live shows, I think. I have great feedback. But live is my thing, right? Why am I so bad, per se, at these specific 1-minute videos? And it's because I'm not being me. So I have had those failures, and I have had those moments where I'm frustrated at what I'm doing, it's not working. But all I have to do is just think back about what made me in the beginning and what made me, I guess, successful in this space, and you just go back to your roots.
So did you tear up the piece of the script you had written and say, I'm just going back to my roots and I'm going to wing this for 1 minute exactly?
I just winged it, and it ended up just being more natural, and you're just yourself, and you don't have to try to be perfect. You're just giving people something right from your heart.
Got it. Do you think there are things that you cannot do well on Facebook? Like what can't you market or do well or video and try to use and put forth on video and likely be unsuccessful? Where would you draw the line?
Well, I don't think that it's possible not to be successful on Facebook. I think it's very possible to be successful.
Kaboom, kaboom. And we've got a drum set here too. We could play that.
Right? But I would say the one thing not to do on Facebook is to just become this robotic, I guess, stock image, GIF, just put an actual picture up there if you're gonna post a picture. If you're gonna make a video, make an actual video with even just your phone. Yeah. But never try to be super perfect where you're buying pictures that look perfect, because no one's gonna buy that, right?
Got it.
They're not gonna buy into it, and they're not gonna buy your product.
I saw your pal Dennis get the bocce balls out and juggle them. And I saw his arms begin to tense up after his getting close to a minute. But I'm not sure if you were there or saw that or witnessed it or whatever. But is it doing fun things like that? I mean, is that really what's connecting and resonating? Or finding passion, obviously, beautification. You know, you found a niche there. You probably found many people that look to you for advice and tips. But, you know, how do you leapfrog from, bocce balls to beauty, and is it possible to do that? Do you always want to be entertaining and maybe bringing comedy in or extreme matters?
Yes, totally. So what happens is I started a live show on Keep on Facebook. And at first it was just this perfectly curated green screen, you name it, we had, in the studio. And I had this idea, and it wasn't doing as well as I thought it would perform. It wasn't performing as well. But then I said, you know what? Let's add a little kick to this live show thing we have going. And I brought Dennis on board, and we got some Chick-fil-A, and got rid of the green screen. And we just started eating Chick-fil-A and French fries and Diet Coke and started talking to the audience as if they were our friends. And that resonated with the crowd way more than any perfection and anything you could think of. So if I could give a piece of advice about video or about just sharing content, it's pretend you're talking to your friend and be authentic.
Fantastic. Well, it's been great having you with you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Right on. Did you have a good time at the conference?
I had a great time, especially last night at the comedy club. I mean, people were hilarious, and I was dying.
That's fantastic. We're multi-talented keynotes and speakers, and glad you were able to make it this year. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much for inviting me.
Natalie, thanks much. Bye, everybody.